Signal Deep Clean ලොව අංක එකේ Tynex කෙඳිවලින් නිපදවා ඇත.
The shortage of fuel in the country has led to a slowdown of economic activity as many people spend large parts of the day and even multiple days and nights in queues to obtain fuel. Until the next shipment of diesel arrives on the 8th and 9th and the next petrol shipment arrives on the 10th and 11th in the country, people continue to stay in long lines outside IOC refilling stations as it is the only distributor of fuel to the general public. People have been continuing to stay in long queues outside refilling stations over the past few months. During this time, a total of 15 people have died while in queues. Yesterday, the 15th person to die waiting in queues was reported. A 60-year-old man who was waiting in a fuel queue outside a refilling station in Payagala passed away. He had informed others in the fuel queue of a chest pain. Despite the measures taken by people to transport the elderly man, he was pronounced dead after being rushed to the District General Hospital in Kalutara. The deceased has been identified as a three-wheeler driver by occupation and a resident of Moratua. In the meantime, a video of a group of people helping a person recover from a heart ailment is currently circulating on social media. Meanwhile, the police special task force was able to crack down on a person who had hoarded 2,160 litres of kerosene and was taken into police custody. The police said that the total value of the stocks of kerosene is 850,000 rupees. In the meantime, after the Consumer Affairs Authority officers checked the quantity of fuel available at reserves at a Sipetco filling station in Hinguragoda, the Divisional Secretariat informed the station to issue the remaining stocks for essential services personnel only. With this being the case, even though the Hinguragoda police officers informed the Divisional Secretary of sending their vehicles to obtain fuel, Air Force personnel stationed at the refilling station had prevented the police officers from getting the fuel. In other developments, with health personnel being given Friday as the dedicated day to get fuel, many healthcare service personnel were forming queues at refilling stations today. However, the Secretary to the Ministry of Health has given directives to defer the exclusive arrangement to supply fuel to healthcare workers for 48 hours due to the prevailing situation. This was conveyed in a letter directed to Secretaries to the Ministry of Defence, Ministry of Power and Energy and the Ministry of Public Administration, Home Affairs and Provincial Councils today. Secretary to the Ministry of Health S. Chandragupta said that a new date will be notified in due course to resume the exclusive fuel arrangement for healthcare workers following a review. Meanwhile, with minimal bus capacity operational at the moment, people continue to travel risking their lives when travelling by bus and train services. Private bus owners said today that even though fuel is being issued to them at the Sri Lanka Transport Board depots, they are not sufficient. They say that even though a majority of the country's bus service is run by private buses, they are not provided with adequate fuel to operate.